Okay, so here we're doing some seedling trays. We picked up some supplies from Dollar Tree and a big bag of dirt from Aldi's. The bag of dirt was $8. No, I'm wrong. The bag of dirt was $4, $3.99. I bought 2 bags, so that came to $8. And then the seeds were 4 for $1 at Dollar Tree. And we're doing zinnias and cosmos. These trays I had left from last year's plants that I buy at the local farm stand. And what we do is we recycle them. And then for some other ones, we use these tubs that we got from Dollar Tree. Some plastic cups. And already we're growing some cantaloupe. We have cantaloupe, parsley, basil, watermelon. And over here, we're growing some corn and the peppers, and cherry tomatoes did not come up yet. But we're waiting.
And milkweed.
And milkweed. And we're in the greenhouse, and the greenhouse is reading 85. It was 110 before we opened the door to let some air. To make a hole ready to plant the seeds, you just take a popsicle stick from the Dollar Tree and you push it back and forth a little bit. And then we go like this down the entire tray. And now when we're ready, we're just going to go in and plop the little seeds in the hole. And then we already have the marker labeled Cosmos. I do these every year, and the birds and all the hummingbirds and the butterflies love them. To water my plants, I take old milk jugs that I save throughout the year. And my pool is up over there. I have a little drain thing on the top with a tube. And I siphon it off, and I reuse the rainwater that has fallen on top of my pool cover, and I fill up the jugs, and I line them all up in my gazebo, my screen room, and then I use them. I fill up a watering can, and then this is what I use to water my seedlings. I recycle the rainwater that has landed on my pool cover. So that's just another way that I reuse, recycle, and save money at the same time. So with this one, what they are last year's marigolds. When they start to die, I pick the heads off and I just put them in a baggie and I leave them for the next season. And then what I do is you go in and from the main piece, you pull out some of the seeds and you just drop them right in the hole that you made and just cover it up with some potting mix. And this is how I grow marigolds off the one pack that I bought many years ago. I just keep at the end of the year breaking off the dead heads, bagging them and storing them. Yeah, I store them in the garage, or you can put them in a cool basement or something. And then this way you'll continuously have marigolds each year. So if I paid, $1 and change for one 4-pack, that's the only time I ever had to buy them, because I just keep using the blooms and creating new ones for the next season. And I just put them in a sandwich bag from the Dollar Tree, and the little seedlings, the seeds you have, and then you'll make new seedlings out of them. And in a week or two, by Mother's Day, we should have some sprouts coming up, and you save a ton of money. Okay, so I want to tell you all how I save money by using my yard space, creating a garden, and growing fruits and vegetables. So it's pretty basic. You just need to get some. They sell these kits, or you can make them. There's lots of YouTube videos on how to make them. I bought the kits last year. I got a good deal on them. Maybe I paid $25 for each 4-foot by 4-foot box, and then I just connected them. But I have 2 strawberry patches growing, and I have over 50 plants. I have 25 of one variety and 25 of another, and they actually multiply. And then this patch right here, I did last year really good by putting my tomatoes here. I got full sun in this patch. I have another garden on the other side that I'm going to show you that's huge, but I did very well here with the tomatoes. So I think I'm going to just do tomatoes only right here, and maybe some eggplants on the edges. And that's what I'm going to do. But basically, you just need to have some nice dirt, and each season you should add some kind of humus or manure to the dirt. It's got a lot of organic nutrients that the plants need. That's good for planting. I picked up these bags of Scott's at Home Depot for $2.07. 3 bags should be enough. Each year I just add some fresh. In the meantime, I just pulled away some of the mulch to the side. After I plant the plants, I'll throw some of the mulch back. Then I'll put some cages and call it a day for here. So this is how I save money by growing my own vegetables, and I'm going to show you some of the varieties that I bought. Tomatoes. I buy the tomatoes already that have started to grow from my local farmer. I find the plants that you buy from your local farmer has the best. They germinate the best, they produce the most fruit, vegetables, whatever, and you help supporting your local neighbors and farmers in your area. So I usually go to a cute little mom and pop shop in my neighborhood. You should Google your area and find some local farms that have organic plants and stuff that they don't use too much pesticide on, because then it's good for you. So I also grow my own seedlings, which I'll show you, but in the meantime I do start out with some of theirs and then I add some of my own. But this variety here is the cherry tomato, and I put them usually in a pot on the deck. And then this is plum tomato. Those are good for sandwiches or sauce, or if you want to dice tomatoes. And then this variety is beefsteak. And what I like to do is buy different varieties, because then they stagger the tomatoes throughout the season. So like you'll start with the cherry, then you'll get the plum, and then we go to the beefsteak, take the longest to mature, so those are the end of the season. I also pick up peppers. I find the small little peppers, like frying peppers, Italian peppers, whatever you want to call them. They're long and skinny. Those give you the most peppers, and they taste good in anything. Pizzas, frying, peppers and eggs, sausage and peppers. You can't stuff them. Those are more bell peppers, but I haven't had luck here in New Jersey growing bell peppers in a while, so I gave up on them. This one is some cucumber. I bought 2 different varieties. I bought like the pickling ones because they're smaller, and then the regular ones because they're a little bigger, so for like salad or tomato and cucumber salad I like to make, so I got those. I do very well with zucchini. I got 2 packs of zucchini, so I'll have 12 plants. And I don't know if I made a video last year, but I did have pictures. These zucchini flowers, Italian people take them, you put them in a batter and you fry them. It's an old Italian recipe, which I'll have to make a video to show everybody. They are amazing. Then I bought some string beans here, some regular beans, and then I bought eggplant. This is a 6-pack of eggplant. I only bought 6. Believe it or not, last year I got quite a few. A little bit goes a long way. Now the local farmers market sold these for $1.29 for either a 4-pack or a 6-pack. Some got 6, some got 4. Or a whole flat, which is like this container that you can fit 8 of these containers, so you'll wind up with 32 plants. So it was either 1 pack for $1.29 or 8 6-packs for $8.99. So I bought 3 flats total. I started planting some, and then the rest I have to still do my gardens. I just want to show you here. This was a cute idea that they had. You got 2 of each herb. You got oregano, lavender, basil, parsley, and thyme. And that's really cute if you're limited on space to have it in a container. And like I said, the local farms have everything real cheap, so check it out. This came with the container and the dirt and all the plants for $7.99, so you really can't beat it. I mean, if you had to buy each plant at $2, it's cheap and it's already done for you. So take a look. Okay, so the tomato garden is planted, and what I basically did was I do put a lot in the bed because I like them to be full. This way, as it grows higher, There'll be less room for weeds to grow. And I put like the smaller tomatoes on the ends that bloom earlier, ripen earlier, and that I could pick earlier. So like the plum and the cherry go on the end. And then in the middle, I did the beefsteak because those are the last to harvest. Along with the eggplant. Eggplant is towards the end of the year. So I only put 2 in there. And then I put peppers all along the border here. And then yes, I have a random marigold. Marigolds do 2 things. One, brings the bees to the garden to pollinate the blossoms. And 2, there's the smell that it gives off that pests don't like. So I put it near the eggplant because the eggplant is the one that tends to get these little bugs that like to eat the leaves. So that's why I do that. So that's just a little tip. Now what I did was I mixed in the compost manure really good. It does have an odor, so I'll warn you, it's not like plain dirt. This does have a stinky smell, but after a while it wears off. Now you're just going to give it a good water. As the plants start to get taller, you could either use tomato cages, which I have back over there, or you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's or any garden center and just buy wooden stakes, like sticks, that you can find in the wood aisle, you know, like 1x1s, 1x2s, little pieces of wood, nothing fancy schmancy, and you would just stick it next to the plant. And as it grows up, you can either get like ties from the Dollar Tree or old bread ties, any kind of tie you want to tie it. That's how we used to do it back in the day. The old Italians would use and repurpose whatever you had in the house. So if it was, you know, old pieces of twigs from different various bushes or branches, you stuck a twig in there, a big stick, and then you used, you know, rope, twine, bread ties, whatever you had to stake up the plants. I actually find the stakes work better than the cages, but I do use both. This year, I think this patch, since it's smaller, I'm going to go ahead and just do the sticks. My local farm does the sticks, staking them, and I think their plants did really well. And I think I'll do the cages in the bigger patch that I have down the other end. So now that I'm roasting in the sun and I'm dying, I need to go get a drink. And this project is complete. I'm going to give everything a water because the strawberries look like they need some water. We've had no rain in the last few days. But over there, in case you could see in the far over there, those are blueberry bushes. We should have blueberries by June. That is a fig tree, which I'm hoping gets some sprouts. If not, I killed it again. I thought I killed it last year, but I don't know, maybe it's okay. You're really supposed to cover them. I get kind of lazy in the winter and I don't want to come out and cover them. But usually I get new growth. Like last year, see, this is the one I killed. And then this is the new growth that came out of it. So I'm going to get some new growth coming out of it. But you do get a lot of figs. They're expensive. I don't eat them. I grow them for everybody else. I have a fig tree here, and I have a huge one on the other side of the fence over there. But the blueberries are starting to get little buds on them. I had picked these up a few years ago at Costco. They were $10 or something. And when I tell you, each cluster must give me about 30 or 40 blueberries. So picture like 30, 30, 30. You wind up with a ton of blueberries off just 2 blueberry bushes. But you do need more than one because you need it to cross-pollinate. So you should always pick up 2. And if there's 2 different varieties, get the 2 different varieties because that helps with them too. But I've done really well. And what I do is I freeze them and then I make smoothies. So I hope this inspires everybody to get gardening. If you could see all the little buds, all those little flowers are going to be all strawberries. So I can't wait to start growing them. So I hope everybody gets out, get in the dirt, and start growing some veggies.